right. Good morning, everyone. Morning. Oh, come on, everybody. We got to be excited. We're at a ribbon cutting. Good morning, everybody. All right. So excited to be here to celebrate the ribbon cutting of the Carroll Park Recreation Center. It's been a little over, I would say, close to 15 years since this facility was closed, and we're so excited for the collaboration and partnership to make this a reality. So today you'll hear from various speakers that made this project possible. And I just want to take just this minute to really shout out one individual on our team who helped work through this from a project standpoint, is Shavaria from our capital team. Thank you for your support and leadership. So with that, we're going to start with the mayor. We're going to try to move through this. The sun is not our best friend right now. So Mayor Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Director. Good morning, everyone. All right, this is a rec center reopening in Baltimore after more than 15 years. We will do better. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. There we go. I'm so excited to be here in Carroll Park as we celebrate another revitalization of yet another city recreational space. And we know I'm going to start where the director started, because we know how important this is. We know that this was once the Carroll Park PAL Center many moons ago, and we know that all of them were closed more than 15 years ago across the city of Baltimore. But now here today, because of partnership, and I want to thank Recreation and Parks, but also our friends at the South Baltimore Gateway Partnership for showing the way that we can do the right thing, and the best way to do the right thing is to do it together. They are showing how true partnership can be in this project, reopening this rec center for this community so that everyone in this community has the access to a 21st century facility. But it becomes even deeper when you know the partnership that they have with the great Southwest Baltimore Charter School. This is a completely a great example of what true partnership means. I want to recognize my colleagues in elected office and the councilwoman for this direct area, Councilwoman Felicia Porter, Councilman John Bullock. Let's give them a big round of applause. As we continue our Rec Rollout, and we're in full effect, as we say, as we're celebrating another project. I never get tired of Rec and Parks ribbon cuttings or groundbreakings because they are amongst my favorite events to participate in. And obviously, our frequent gatherings signal great progress. Through these celebrations, we continue to highlight our communities to provide to all of our communities with the top-notch facilities that promote health, wellness, and a vibrant lifestyle. Together, just during the past 4 months, we renovated the Medfield Recreation Center, which has our first but not last esports lab, broken ground on a brand new Gardenville Rec Center, and Coldstream and Towanda Aquatic Centers, cut the ribbon on a new Patterson Park swimming pool and a new Riverside Park, upgraded and unveiled the fields at Pimlico Park, and last week, Council President Mary Pat Clark and Candy Stripe Park playgrounds. In addition to the aforementioned playgrounds, we've installed 15 more across the city of Baltimore, and there are so many more Rec Rollout projects on the horizon. This is great news because, as I always say, every resident in every neighborhood across the city should have world-class recreational facilities. But unfortunately, we know historically that hasn't happened. Sadly, many of our playgrounds, ball fields, pools, rec centers haven't been touched in decades. But under my administration, we're committed to changing that part of Baltimore story. This is why we're committed to working with our communities to usher in this new area of recreation, one that is equipped with the high-quality, state-of-the-art spaces and services that benefit the overall well-being of our residents. And today, we're celebrating this upgraded recreational space. We know that now, after almost 2 decades of vacancy, we've returned this space to productive use by transforming it into a recreation center that is made for the 21st century. Our rec centers play a vital role in our community because they provide a means to equip our residents with the tools to help cultivate their physical and mental well-being. Rec centers are more than just a place to exercise. They also help to educate our community members, build self-esteem, improve interpersonal skills, and enhance social relationships. All of these things are important in the development of whole people, especially for our young people. So, we are excited to open the doors of a brand new 21st century Carroll Park Recreation Center. Here at Carroll Park Recreation Center, our residents can now enjoy a brand new, large, dividable multipurpose room that can also serve as a gymnasium, a lounge area, classrooms, offices, and of course, one of the most important parts of any building, upgraded restrooms. I must say that rec spaces like this one showcases our commitment to providing a future for our young people and families that is one that they should have always had. But I want to again thank Brad, Liz, the entire team at the South Baltimore Gateway Partnership for their leadership, for their partnership. Liz, I know this was your baby, and it looks very, very good. Oh, there you are. Come on. I don't know why you're hiding over there. Thank you. Thank you for your work and for your leadership, but more importantly, for your partnership and helping to show examples for all of Baltimore how the city and groups can come together to provide world-class facilities for our communities. And with that, I will now turn it over to the best councilwoman that South Baltimore has ever had, Councilwoman Felicia Porter. Madam Councilwoman.
Thank you, Mayor Scott. Just echoing on your sentiments to collaboration and partnership, not only with other government officials, but more importantly, the community. And so I just want to first say thank you to your administration, Director Moore, the South Baltimore Gateway Partnership for really prioritizing community in this project. As I reflected this morning over the past 4 years of where District 10 was and where District 10 is now, the 13 communities in South Baltimore have seen such a monumentous growth, not only with our recreational spaces, but overall economic development for these communities that have long been divested in. This is not only an opportunity for us to reclaim our communities, but really position our communities for the next level of community involvement here in Baltimore City. It is by no mistake that we have seen not only the investment within District 10 South Baltimore, but we've seen overall investment in the entire city of Baltimore. And speaking with my predecessor, Ed Reisinger, just this weekend, he could not believe that we were reopening this rec center. He couldn't believe that we had done it. And it is by true testament of Liz and the South Baltimore Gateway Partnership, Brad and your team, that we are recommitting what community revitalization means, community engagement means, but also what District 10 South Baltimore means to the city of Baltimore. So thank you all so much for joining today. This is only the beginning of where we are in South Baltimore and where we will go. Thank you.
Again, good morning. I'm Reginald Moore, Director of Baltimore City Recreation Parks. And I want to start by just, again, acknowledging Mayor Scott for his continued leadership. The over $200 million in investment in recreation projects has been nothing but amazing. To see this investment throughout the city, as the mayor mentioned earlier, he listed several projects. But when you start thinking about in 1 year, investing and improving 26 play spaces in 1 year, that's a lot. And as the mayor stated, with 15, with 11 more that's being installed for our communities. But when you start talking about aquatics facilities, when you start speaking about rec centers, all of those things play a vital role in improving communities. I also want to thank Councilwoman Porter and Councilman Bullock for their continued support of our agency and all of our elected officials who have gotten behind our Rec Rollout strategy and making sure that it's fully funded and that they're fully supported. I want to recognize some individuals in our agency. recognize Shavoria earlier because she was the one that was mostly tied to this project, worked closely with Liz. But Adam Boardman, who's our capital chief, Ed Willen from our deputy director of parks, Lance Decker, who's over our architects, and also Demos, who oversees a lot of our different projects. So thank you all. These ribbon cuttings in connection with our Rec Rollout has become like second nature, and it's exciting to see the impact that our investments are having on our communities. We're so excited to have a partner like South Baltimore Gateway Partnership. I remember when Brad called me and said, hey, I got an idea, and the idea is we want to invest money to improve the Carroll Park Recreation Facility. What director is going to say no to that? Right? You know, we're going to get an upgraded facility that our partners is committing to. In exchange was you will fund the operation. I think that's a pretty good deal. So Brad, thank you for your leadership. But I have to recognize, I know she's been recognized, but I have to recognize Liz Cornish, because I think, Liz, this is your first project, right? And Liz did an amazing job. I need everybody to thank Liz. Liz stayed on top of this project. She worked closely with JRS, and you know, your designers can come up with all kinds of strategies, but the designers, all they can do is design. But it takes a contractor, a general contractor that can see that design and make it a reality. So I want to also thank MCN for making this day possible, working with Liz. Trust me, after we cut the ribbon, you enter this facility, you're going to be amazed, especially considering what it previously looked like. So we're not done yet. We still have more work to do. Mayor Scott really spoke about a lot of that, but I am truly, truly excited about the future of Rec and Parks. If you look behind me, we have this newly wrapped van called Rec on the Run. That's our new mobile rec van that will be going around in different communities. Please stay tuned for that. But also, again, a partner like South Baltimore Gateway Partnership, it doesn't just stop here. We're also working with South Baltimore Gateway Partnership and Rickman Foundation to install a new turf field that will be here in this park. We're working with our playground company now to replace this playground, so there's more coming. So it's just not stopping here. So thank them for that continued commitment and support. And I want to close by also, it is important as an agency that we continue to build on our collaboration partnerships. And so to have Southwest Charter that's literally walking distance from our rec centers, it's naturally a collaborative partnership that I want to make sure that we're lockstep with. So we definitely look forward to working with the school and moving and growing this community, offering the programs that's going to touch so many different communities that this surrounds. So thank you all for being here. And with that, I am going to bring up the leader of South Baltimore Gateway Partnership, my friend, Brad Rogers.
Hey, Brad.
Hello, I'm Brad Rogers. I'm the Executive Director of the South Baltimore Gateway Partnership. And you know, there's a myth in Baltimore that nothing's ever going to change and no one's coming to help, so you might as well not try. And here in the South Baltimore Gateway District, we are denying that myth. We are rejecting that myth. We are overturning that myth, and we are demonstrating that through tangible, real accomplishments like what you see behind me. And that starts in partnership. It starts with Friends of Carroll Park, who have kept alive the flame of the idea that Carroll Park can be not just one of the great parks of Baltimore, but one of the great parks of America. It includes the the citizens of Pigtown, who have said our community deserves better, our neighborhood deserves better, our residents deserve better, our families deserve better. It includes the Southwest Baltimore Charter School, who has said loudly over and over again, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child, and when the child leaves the doors, the safe confines of our lovely school building, they need to have other places to be where they are cared for and loved and allowed to flourish. It's included the Scott administration and Director Moore and the Parks Department, who have said, we want to do this in partnership. We will stand up and do this together, because only by doing it together can we get it done. And then it includes the incredible people who actually, with their own hands, made this happen. The incredible design skill of JRS architects, the incredible construction ability of MCB. And I want to also bring to light the incredible leadership of Liz Cornish from our team at South Baltimore Gateway Partnership, who not only managed a $3.5 million budget, but took care of everything along the way. She planted the seeds, she grew the grain, she harvested the wheat, she made the bread, and that type of leadership deserves commendation because we live in a world where we are told that it doesn't matter if you try. And we're here to say it matters. And here in South Baltimore, we're not done, so watch this space. Thank you so much.
So next, we'll bring up Joshua Richardson from MCN.
Thank you all for joining us today for this special occasion as we celebrate the rebirth of the Carroll Park Recreation Center. This once abandoned space has been transformed into a vibrant hub for the community, a place where children can play and the neighborhood can thrive. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to Liz once again, our incredible owners rep, whose dedication and leadership guided this project every step of the way. Liz, your commitment to this community and your unwavering support made this renovation possible. Also want to thank South Baltimore Gateway Partnership for their invaluable contribution. Your investment in this project is an investment in the future of the community and the next generation. This center is more than just a building. It's a symbol of what we can achieve when we come together with a shared vision. It's a testament to the power of collaboration and community spirit. I want to thank all of you for being here today, for being a part of this journey. I look forward to seeing the many ways in which this center will enrich our lives for years to come. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce Ms. Cardoso. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Megan Cardoso, Vice President for Friends of Carroll Park. I want to thank everyone for including us here today. This is a great day. I want to thank the South Baltimore Gateway Partnership along with Baltimore City Recreation Parks for making it happen. I have been a member of Friends of Carroll Park and also a resident, nearby resident for over a decade now. When Gloria Pestridge started the Friends of Carroll Park over 20 years ago, her main focus was the kids. The first thing they did was build the playground. There are a lot of important uses and users of the park, but none are more important than the kids. Every child should have a rec center. They're not just places where kids play, but these are the places where they make friendships and find mentors. They are where the kids discover themselves and learn to be responsible people. It's where they learn manners, respect, tolerance, and sportsmanship, where they learn how to be a team player, and where coaches are available to mentor them in life, sometimes long after they've left the rec. Today's a great day. Thanks again to South Baltimore Gateway and Baltimore City Recreation Parks. I also want to say thanks to all the advocates that never gave up hope, for who over 20 years have asked what's going on with the rec center, how great it would be to be open again, and what can we do to get it reopened. It took a long time, but it's open again, and thanks to you all. So I hope we enjoy.
Thank you, Ms. Cardozo. Next, we'll have Tim Smith, Executive Director of Southwest Baltimore Charter Schools.
Hello. I'm realizing in this moment that the pros have technology for this, but I have a manila folder, and I'm really excited to be speaking with you. I am here as the Executive Director of Southwest Baltimore Charter School, which is a position that I am entering my second year fulfilling. Before this, I taught middle school social studies in the cities for 9 years, the last 5 of which were right upstairs here at SBCS. One of the things I did as a humanities teacher here was I taught a seminar on community advocacy, and our final product for that course was what we call a RAF. So it's a writing project, and a RAF stands for role, audience, format, and topic. And our project, our role was SBCS students and community members. Our format was a persuasive letter. Our topic was why we should have a rec center next to SBCS. and our audience was the mayor of Baltimore. So, with your permission, I'd like to share some of that writing from that course that we had. This is in the before COVID times, but it's still relevant. One student said, "A rec center would mean that my mom doesn't have to worry about me anymore. We'd have a place to go with clubs and activities that are suitable for me, and I really hope it happens soon." A second student said, "For me, I know it would be a great encouragement just to be here. It can show kids from this community that there's still people who care enough to put in that extra effort for them. It would help people in this community have hope, just like the school does, that there's still good in it. The empty, abandoned building is depressing. We could turn that around if we had enough funds, and it would be a real blessing to the people to do it." And then a third student said, "This would also give me time to truly be myself instead of having to babysit my siblings every day. I would know my sisters were in good hands, doing things that could grow them and their mindsets. Growing up, going to the school since kindergarten, I've personally never seen the recreational center open or working. Neither has my mom or my grandma, who grew up here and still live here. In the end, I think a recreation center would be a big help to our community of helping with public safety, providing a broader education, and expanding the bond of the community." So those were just a few of many, and just a small sampling of the students who've been through the building as we now, as SBCS, enter our 20th year in operation. I'm aware that former history teaching, football coaching guys named Tim are having a moment this summer. And much like the candidate to be the next vice president, I'm standing on the shoulders of those who've come before me and have committed so many hours of hard work and dedication and talent to a shared vision. I'm immensely grateful for the partnerships and the shared vision that have made this space a reality. I'm just so encouraged to see all the people who have walked through this space and thought the same things I have, like, we got to do this, and to see the community that is gathered around here. And the football training in me has also taught me this, right? We can only do everything we can to take advantage of the opportunity in front of us. And we have been handed a tremendous opportunity in the form of this great space, and it is up to us to fill it with the love and energy and care that is required in order for it to really become the transformational space that we all believe it can be. On that note, I would like to introduce our next speaker. She is someone who represents everything that is wonderful about SBCS in this community. She's relentlessly positive, she's caring, she's compassionate, and she has filled our building with love for years. And above all, she's always put our children first. So please welcome Ms. Tia Ford.
Okay. Good morning. As Mr. Smith said, I have my clipboard because that's what we do here at school, right? So I want to say good morning. Today we're here to celebrate the importance and impact the new Carroll Park Recreation Center will bring to our community. This recreation center is not just a building. It is a vibrant hub and a safe space for individuals of all ages and backgrounds to come together and engage in activities, learn new skills, build new relationships, and create lasting memories. A community center offers a wide range of programs and classes that cater to diverse talents, whether it be art, music, dance, exercise, technology, or sports. This recreation center will serve as a vital pillar to our South Baltimore and Pigtown residents, community, and schools, such as ours, SBCS, Southwest Baltimore Charter School. Yay! Thank you to everyone who's involved, unwavering support of the Carroll Park Recreation Center. Thank you all.
Before we conclude with questions, I want to recognize one more individual, Marquise. If you'll raise your hand. Marquise is our area manager for this area. She's going to be working closely with the school and the community and the staff here to make sure that we meet every one of the community needs. So thank you, Marquise, for your leadership. And so with that, before we actually cut the ribbon and allow people to come into this beautiful new facility, we'll open up for any questions.
Sound, if you can step up.
Mr. Mayor, off topic, It's my understanding that congratulations are in order and you tied the knot over the weekend with your fiance. Can you speak to that?
Well, if you didn't know, I got married yesterday. Thank you, Senior. Yes, we did decide to surprise everyone. No one knew what was happening when we got there, so we had a wedding in a true Brandon Scott fashion. So we're very happy. We're glad to have that event be done in a private, intimate way with those who we love, to showcase our everlasting love to each other. So we did it in a true Baltimore way with chicken boxes and snowballs. Thank you, Senior. Anybody else? All right, that's how we like it. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I got it. You're good, man. Yes. So we talked about it a little earlier. The playground, and there's a new turf field coming. I know the mayor scores a lot of touchdowns in Carroll Park, but my knees can't take it on the regular grass. I need turf. We need turf now, but new playground, new field coming as well. This is just part one as we work to improve the entirety of Carroll Park. Thank you.
You all know me. Is it okay if I follow up with you all to suggest we have senior programming in the building too?
Yes, Mr. Marker. Thank you very much.
Hear the press.
Yep, so the director actually just made me aware of that right before we came up here, so we'll be talking with BPD and others about how we can increase and get folks the help that they need, but also make the space what we want it to be for our young people and our families. So thank you. Yep, it won't just be the ranger. It'll be a wide array of folks that we work with. Thank you. Oh, great. Yeah.
And also, ma'am, and also to your question, so there is a concerted effort from my office. We have 5 sharps containers coming to this particular area, along with not only just the citizens of Pigtown, but also in collaboration with Baltimore City Recreation Parks and BPD as well. So, it's something that, of course, we cannot get around, but it's something that we are integrating within our strategy as well. Yes, ma'am.
Come on. Mr. Smith, come back.
He's about to do something.
I just wanted to invite any SBCS community members and students up behind us when we do the ribbon cutting. We'd love to have you as a part of it.
All right, is there no more questions? We're officially about to open the doors.
3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Real spicy.
Make it spicy. Make it spicy.
All good.